For the love of being human. My name is Jamie London Wahlberg. I'm the co-founder of the Humxn Xperience, and this is the official introduction to the Humxn Xperience. The Humxn Xperience is an inclusive, multifaceted company that is founded by marginalized beings who are working together to cultivate unconditional self-love within the universe, within the mindset that when we all love ourselves unconditionally, we can love everyone and everything else unconditionally. You may recognize companies underneath the parent company of the Humxn Xperience, such as Tranibus, Tranibus Chi, Cool Trans Guys, and Here Xperience. There are many more to come, and I invite you to reach out if you are interested in getting involved in helping to make this plan of having all these different companies impact different sectors of the Humxn Xperience, so that this can be a tool overall to really help cultivate this unconditional self-love. Remember that together we are stronger. Until there is the full The Humxn Xperience website, you can learn more about the Humxn Xperience below when you go to www.tranibuschi.com, as well as going onto social media as the Humxn Xperience, or differently for Twitter is the Humxn XP. Human is spelled with an X instead of an A, and I look forward to working with you to really spread the love into this world. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching that little introduction to the Humxn Xperience. So some of you may know that I have been working on this, as the Humxn Xperience has been out on social media for a little while now, and I've been ever so slowly starting to curate and figure out and make a plan around what this really is and what this means. This is something that I realized I've been working for my whole life. Everything that I've done has really led to this. When I was in, I think, one of my first microdosing experiences within the pandemic with mushrooms, I really called in this entire understanding of my purpose of helping others to cultivate unconditional self-love, and why I had this belief. And when I realized that was when I came up with the Humxn Xperience, and it was super organic in conversation. I was communicating with a mentor, and together we realized that this is something super special that I wanted to really start to build and get others to build with me. And I realized that I had already been building it through Tranibus, through Tranibus Chi, Cool Trans Guys. These are all things that I have, some of them have gotten further than others, but ultimately I have been working on all of this and continue to through Human Sounds and all of these endless branches that all touch upon different aspects of the Humxn Xperience. And I know that I have been purposely very quiet about this, and those of you who know me or follow me for a while know that I love being transparent, and that it was truly challenging for me to keep this kind of as quiet as it was. I put it out there and I didn't really tell anyone so much about what this really was that I was doing. You simply had the bio and you were able to kind of look at what I was doing, and we've been doing the Human House events through Human Sounds with DJ Wonder, and ultimately that was all I gave you. And part of this was because truthfully I needed to iron out really what this was going to be and start to create a plan that would be hopefully sustainable for this really, truly massive and ambitious vision. And ultimately, it's something that I believe so much in. You're going to see, and probably now it'll become clearer to you, that I have been kind of switching things slowly over to have the Humxn Xperience be this parent company. Now, to clarify, it doesn't mean that any of these other things are dissolving. So I still plan on having Cool Trans Guys eventually fully launched. I am still keeping Tranibus Chi and Tranibus. Tranibus is still technically, kind of a parent to Tranibus Chi, because without having Tranibus, I wouldn't have come up with Tranibus Chi. Here Xperience was directly derived from the Human Experience, and so on. And so this is really just going to be a way of organizing and a way of building things out. And so eventually my goal is to really have the Human Experience website, all of the companies tearing off from that. I will continue to, over time, announcing the other companies and other people who are involved, as well as introducing more formally my co-founder, Noam Kasoki, who is an incredible mentor and dear friend of mine, who, if you have been following, for example, Humxn Xperience, or even my personal pages, you certainly are aware of who Noam is. And so Noam has been really incredible in supporting me in this vision, as well as a few other people who I will soon be talking about more. And so we're super clear and, again, very transparent. This is not something that's happening overnight. This is a lifelong plan. Whatever your big dreams and visions are within your life, this is what mine really culminates to. It's what I really believe in. It's what makes me tick. I truly believe that when we create unconditional self-love within ourselves, when we can cultivate that, we will be able to really dissolve a lot of the challenges and problems that we have throughout humanity and come together honoring our differences and creating the possibility for us to all work and love and live together in a way that is more than sustainable, but beautiful all the time, where headlines change from anger and hate to love and beauty. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following and supporting. And if this is something that you're interested in getting involved in, I would love to talk to you. And I hope very much so that I will eventually be able to really hire on just an abundance of people who really share this value mission. And it's going to be an incredible ride. So I'm not remotely giving up so easily. So if this is something that you want to consider getting involved in later in life, you absolutely can. I'm not going anywhere. What I will say is that right now, you may have noticed that there is the Please Spread Love campaign, and this is the first official campaign for the Human Experience. The concept is that on January 1st, I want to be able to put out a video simply of as many people as possible saying, I love you. Nothing outside of that, quite literally, I love you, and on to the next person. The reason why I'm doing this is because I find, especially during the holidays, and this year, we have, as a human species, had the opportunity to really take a look at what our priorities are and where the love is and how much we're saying love and cultivating our own love and whether people feel loved or not. And this is something that's constantly challenged. And so I thought of this concept because, especially during the holidays and right now with everything that all sorts of people are going through, we could all use to hear these words that many of us don't even know from even an early age, that we authentically need to hear this. It's a human thing. It's a part of the human experience to thrive off of feeling loved. And one of the other most human experiences we have is the experience of fear, which comes because we love and care so much about so many things. So why not bring it all the way back to the focus of loving humans as we are, as human beings, coming from our humanity. So if this is something you are willing to do, please, please, please do it. It takes a matter of seconds to just film yourself. I don't care if it's on your phone, on your laptop, wherever it is that you can film this. Even if you want to do it in a group of people and all say I love you at the same time, simply send I love you to thehumxnxperience@gmail.com, or you can even message it to me, however, in whatever capacity that I can actually save it. So if you know me personally, for example, and you want to text it to me, that's fine. Please send, again, it's The Human Xperience, spelled HUMXN, experience with an X, and @gmail.com. And I will have that here below, so that way you can get that over to me, and I look forward to hopefully making a video with what I would love to be an enormous amount of people participating in this. I think think it will be really powerful to sit down and simply hear I love you over and over again from people of all walks of life all over the world. So again, thank you for your support. Thank you for being you. And thank you for being here. Love you so much. Happy New Year.